Alright, so I need to re-record this because apparently my mic wasn't working, but you guys have been asking about my Titan build recently, the one I've been using in my clips. So here you go. I'm running Behemoth with 𝚕𝚒𝚗𝚔𝚜 and Tectonic Harvest with Whisper of Conduction, Shards, and Chains. I have Catapult Lift, Shiver Strike, and Glacier Grenade. Currently my favorite subclass in the entire game. Pair that with Peacekeepers and an SMG. Here is my submission role. I have Range Masterwork, Full Bore, Accurate Rounds, Overflow, and Frenzy. But the one I liked the most was Overflow and Killing Wind. I pair this with WAVESPLITTER. I've only been using this for about 3 to 4 days. I got 600 kills on it. This is really good to practice your tracking aim, and it's not a bad weapon. After the TWAB, they did say that scavenger mods aren't going to work inside of PvP. So per ammo pickup without scavenger, it's actually only around 18, which is just barely enough to kill someone inside of PvP. But they did say that they're gonna buff the ammo pickup from 18 to 30, which is only half of what you get from your scavenger, which is like around 60. But yeah, here are my mods. So this is the main build. The other build that I have is actually using Fighting Lion and Atlanta D. Here is my Atlanta D roll. You cannot get this anymore. This is just my replacement for my Antiope D, or I never had an Antiope D, so this is what I use. This is the Fighting Lion build. I never used this in any video, I think, but this is also the one I've been using the most. And then another one from older of my videos, I use Hawkmoon and Death Adder, which with pretty much the same loadout here. Now I do occasionally use Lumina, but let's talk about this loadout first. Here is my Death Adder roll: Full Bore, Rangefinder, Full Bore, Range Masterwork, Accurate Round, Dynamic Sway Reduction, and Rangefinder. Maximum range possible. But still, this, even with this roll, it has the same range as Submission. So yeah, it doesn't really do much for the weapon. Again, the shader is Iridescent Coral. Same goes for the Submission. Here, let me show you. Submission roll, Iridescent Coral. I sometimes use the Memento. But yeah, I do sub to Lumina sometimes, because 20% damage buff after healing a teammate and then swapping to your SMG for that, you just kill a bunch of people using a pseudo kill clip. Now I do change the subclass a little bit while I'm using this. Instead of 𝚕𝚒𝚗𝚔, I have Howl of the Storm, and then on top of the 3 fragments that I mentioned earlier, I have Whisper of Rhyme, which grant me overshield when I pick up Stasis Shards created by Tectonic Harvest and Howl of the Storm. Here are the mods. Nothing special. The most important part about this build is that you want to get as high of a discipline and recovery as possible. I have 100 here. And then after that, you want to spec in as much strength as possible. And I don't think you want to go higher than 80 or 70. After that, you probably just want to spec on resilience. In my personal opinion, 80-80 for strength and resilience is just the sweet spot. After this, you want to spec into mobility, which I know a lot of people don't like high mobility on a Titan, especially with Catapult Lift, but it doesn't really change the way you skate in this game. If anything, I think it benefits you more by giving you more ADS strafe speed. Intellect, obviously, it doesn't really matter that much. I think intellect is the least important stat in the entire game. But yeah, that's about it. That's all my loadout. The one I've been using the most is obviously this WAVESPLITTER one in my recent videos. But yeah, you guys have been asking it. Here's my ghost shell if you want to know. And then you can't get that anymore. There's my emblem. You can't get this anymore. I occasionally swap to this one. You can't get that one anymore either. And then here's my drip. You cannot get the helmet anymore. Everything else you can. This is from Eververse. This is from Eververse. This is from the Prophecy Dungeon. The shaders, everything you can get from Eververse except for this one. This one was from Season 10, Season of the Worthy. But yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.